Dear viewers, welcome. I am Ines Žižić and you are watching ATMA Podcast. Today, joining us online from Japan is Ken Honda, Japan's foremost expert in personal development and financial psychology. Ken excellently connects spirituality, abundance, and happiness, educating millions of people on how to express their gifts in alignment with their destiny and life purpose. Known as the Zen Millionaire, Ken has written over 100 books, many of which are bestsellers, sold in 8 million copies, and translated into 15 languages. So let's get started. Welcome, Ken. Welcome to our ATMA podcast. I'm so thrilled and excited to have you here, to have this conversation with you. And you join us from Japan, is that correct?
Yes, and Ines dobar dan.
Wow, dobar dan, hvala.
Did I say okay, dobar dan?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, my Croatian friend told me.
Yeah, she told you well.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of many interesting topics to discuss here today, including your international bestseller, Happy Money, which we also published in Croatia. We will also talk about your new book, novel, True Wealth, and your upcoming visit to Croatia, to Zagreb, later on this year in October.
Yes.
Okay, so Ken, let's start with the Happy Money book. Of course, first logical question is, what does this happy money concept, what is it all about? And what is happy money and what is unhappy money?
Okay. So Ines, there's two kinds of money I figured out as I studied money. One type of money is happy money that makes you smile when you receive it. And also it gives you joy when you spend it. And the other money is called unhappy money. When you receive money, you feel frustrated. And also when you pay bills, when you want to do something, you get worried, you get upset, you get sometimes angry and sometimes worried. That kind of thing is called unhappy money. So it's the same amount of money, but the energy is different. So for example, if your grandparents send you some money and for your happy birthday card, and then you feel very happy. But when you just get money from the clients that who hate to pay you, then you feel like, I don't feel good about receiving the money. So money given out of appreciation to you, you feel good. But if money is paid out for out of frustration and anger sometimes, and then you feel like, ooh, so that is a difference between happy money and unhappy money.
Yeah, sure. Also, I like the point in the book where you say that usually people think, yeah, money is such a problem. People quarrel about the money, give all their energy, about how to achieve money. And you say that money is not a problem. The problem is us. What does it mean?
Yeah. So, money is just neutral energy, but we just put meaning to money. So when we feel happy about our life, and then if we just do what we love, and then as a result, if we get money, then we are very satisfied with the money we receive. But oftentimes we get frustrated because our income is not high enough, and also the rising cost of things like food and energy, gas, petrol, and electricity, everything is going up. And then our income is not as high. So we feel this very big stress around money. So when we feel stressful, and then we put bad energy into money. And when we feel thankful, we put good energy to money. And we can feel the difference.
Yes, that's very well said. Also, I remember that you said in the book, like I wrote it down, we earn and spend money either with love or with fear. And the how we relate to the money is actually how we relate to life. That's very
Yes.
interesting. It's very general. So can you talk a little bit more about this concept?
Yes. So when we receive money with love and when we give out money with love, then we feel so blessed. We feel so happy that we can give money to the cashier person or at the restaurant. And the money we pay will be paid for the cashier's person's kids' lunch money the day after. And also, so like we feel that the money that we give out will be making somebody happy. On the other hand, sometimes we feel angry that something is so expensive, we feel like ripped off, and then we get upset. So it's just us who feels love or anger, depending on what we feel about money. So we have to be very, very careful about what we project onto money. Money is not good or bad. It's just neutral. But we are the one who give meaning to money. So I wish just since we are small, we teach them, kids, about money, that money is not the root of all evil. Money could be the root of all love.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so we come to this hot topic. Actually, a lot of people, families, especially families, quarrel about the money, about the inheritance, and it's very also prominent here in Balkans because a lot of people quarrel about inheritance. Parents die, and then you have brothers and sisters fighting about who will get something, and to the point where they kill each other. It's very hot issue. So how to avoid? What is the cause of this mentality, and how to avoid it? What is the solution?
So, if we just make a habit of dealing with the money with happy feelings, and then we don't put bad feelings onto it. Like if you do what you love and then receive money as a result, then you feel blessed. Like say, your favorite clients pay you well, and they appreciate you for doing. For example, if you're a coach, just they appreciate you for coaching them, and then you feel blessed as well. And on the other hand, people are complaining about your work quality, but since it's a contract, they feel like they don't want to pay, but they pay you with a sense of resentment. If the money is paid out like that way, you feel the bad energy from the
Yes.
person. So make sure that you do things well, and then make somebody smile. So if you can just support other people with your gift, with your services, and with your goods that you sell, and make other people smile, and then your money, the money you are going to receive, becomes happy money.
Yes, that's amazing. But you should also to be on some kind of very good spiritual level. I think we will talk about this later, about the spiritual
Yes.
part of the money thing. But some people will say, "Oh, it's easy for him to say things like that. It's easier for people who have already some kind of money, good living." What about the really poor people, like I don't know, homeless people, single mothers who are really struggling from day to day? How they can shift to this happy money, thing?
Yeah, so when you're tight with money, you forget to appreciate money. So one of my students was a single mom who was complaining about her pay because her boss doesn't pay her well. And I asked her, is there anything that you can be happy about? And she said, okay, I should be thankful because my boss hired me many years ago. Even though I didn't have a college degree, he hired me as his secretary. It's because of that I could put my kids to school and they have food on the table. So I think I should appreciate him more for giving me a job. And then her attitude changed. So she started thanking him more. And then she really felt joy and happiness about her job. Because, some people are out of job and then they'll be in misery. So what's interesting is that a few months ago, she got a big raise and a bonus because her boss felt appreciation from her, and then he realized that he forgot to appreciate her back. All those years, she worked so hard, but she didn't get any raise. She didn't get any bonus. So he thought, okay, I think I should appreciate her working for me too. So appreciation really works. So if you don't have money and if you feel stressful, you are the one who can benefit so much from this concept of happy money. Because if your attitude changes, and then a lot of people just look at you in a different way. So if you just have a choice of complaining about the situation or thanking about the situation, people love you for being appreciative, being more positive. And that's how you can turn around your life. And let me just give you another quick example. There was a TV news about the factory shutdown in America. And then one guy was so angry, he's yelling at the company's boss, saying like, "You just dumped me out. I worked for 20 years, and then look what you did." So he was very upset. And the other woman who was just being interviewed, and then she said she was crying, and she said, "I have no anger. I just have appreciation. I so appreciate the company for hiring me for so many years. That's how I could send my kids to college. So even though it's so painful and I feel sad about the companies leaving us, but I so appreciate the management and the company and all the fun, great memories with the coworkers. I will cherish it for the rest of my life." And then she was sobbing. And when the TV news show is done, there are lots of phone calls to the TV station asking for her contact information because a lot of people feel so touched. They
Yes.
wanted to hire her because, in this chaotic situation, this guy was yelling and so angry, and this woman is so appreciative about the situation. So if you can just change your mindset, people notice you. So if you are full of appreciation, people appreciate you. That's how it works. So put out the appreciation when it's harder to appreciate things in your life. But if you appreciate what you have, then the world appreciates you.
Yes. Gratitude. Yes. And what you wish for yourself, you give it first, and then you will receive. Of course, it's a universal laws to put it in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you are feeling down, you feel like the
Yeah.
universe is poking you around, and
Yes.
then you're upset. But that's when you have to change your attitude.
Yes. This mentality of victimhood is making us a lot of problems. Okay,
Right.
let's now talk about your new book.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's a novel, Through Wealth,
Yes.
Istinsko obilje. What was the inspiration for this book? Why did you decide to make a novel?
Yeah. So, I've learned from many great mentors. Because of that, I could become fairly successful at my early age. And then I could retire for my baby girl for 4 years, since when I was 29 to 33. And around 32 or 3, I started writing. And I have been writing for 22 years, and then I've sold almost 9 million copies of my books.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
all the beautiful, great success I have experienced, I dedicated to my mentors. And also, if you just read stories, people can understand, uh, can learn better. So I put in this story so people can learn from this grandfather who left 9 letters to his grandson. So he just donated all the money, and then before his passing, and one day this 20-year-old boy K receives a package from his grandfather's lawyer. And in that package, there are 9 letters. And there's this instruction from his grandfather saying, "Open these letters when you feel it's super necessary." And then each letter has a title. The first one is synchronicity. The
Mm.
second one is intuition, decision, action, and work and failure. So one by one, this boy opens up at the perfect timing and something fun happens. And then he gets guided by the synchronicity and he goes around the world. So by reading, by traveling with this boy, you understand the importance of life and also what it is to be successful in life. Because we often think if we have a lot of money, then we become success. But for our success, we not only need some money, but we need to have a good relationship, family, and friends. And if we have those, then we can probably feel success. So there's more than money in our life when you want to feel success. So I put it in a story format so people can enjoy reading it.
Yes, it's very good because when you read a story, somehow it gets more into you and even into subconscious, and it stays there. You can visualize it and it remains longer in the memory. I like that. So let's talk
Yes.
first about synchronicity. So you talk about finding opportunities in synchronicities. How can people find meaning in something which looks like a random event?
Yes. So I'm sure you have experienced, about your life. If you have a partner and if you have a job, it just didn't appear to you. You go to a party, you go to some meetings, and then you get introduced to somebody, and then boom, you meet your future husband or wife or partner, or the company that you're working for, it just didn't land on your lap. You just meet somebody, and then you are introduced to this person, and then this person, and you ended up working for the company. And so nobody just can achieve their dreams as they wish. Sometimes it doesn't go our way, and then we get lost along the way. But somehow we manage to find work, and then we just enjoy at what we do at the place that we're sort of like drifted to. So that way, lots of synchronicities happen along the way. And even though it's not exactly what I really wanted 10 years ago, but somehow we found it so much fun and exciting as where we are. So that is synchronicity. Interesting things keep happening to our life, and then we are guided to where we are now.
Yes, thank you. Now, let me ask you a question about intuition. You describe intuition in a novel like some kind of guiding system which leads you
Yes.
to happiness. So,
Right.
are there any, for example, you say, I wrote it down, the more stressful a decision feels, the faster you should make it. So, what is a good way to tap into this intuition when you make a really important decision?
Yeah. So intuition comes when we want to do something. For example, should I go to this party or not? Should I take this interview or not? Should I meet this person or not? We just keep wondering. And then the answer goes yes. And then you go to the party and wow, that is a great information. And then you bump into somebody who's going to change your life. Or sometimes you may marry her or him. So you just don't know in advance that something is good or bad, but you can feel it. And then, okay, I might as well give it a try. And then you go there. Or sometimes like, I don't feel like going it, and then you don't. And then that party was not really good for you anyway. So your friend would say, oh, you should be glad you didn't go last night. That was a terrible party, right? So our intuition is guiding us to the right place or protecting us from getting bad experiences. So I think there's this inner guiding mechanism. I think it's almost like inner GPS, like a car navigation system, that we should take a right turn or we should take a left turn.
So do you have any advices how to make it more, recognizable, how to distinguish between intuition and just blabbing of the mind?
Yes. Ines, you ask me so many great questions. I
Oh,
really
thank
love.
you.
By the way, your dress is so beautiful under your
Well,
hair. And you
thank you.
look like an actress. So
Oh,
thank
thank
you
you. Thank you
for
very much.
showing up in such a beautiful manner. Okay, so intuition is more of a quiet knowing inside you. So when you feel like anxious or more excited, or when you feel like more emotions, that's your emotions rather than your intuition. So like it's more about quiet knowing, feeling that okay, I think I should do it. I think I don't need to do it. It's not like I don't know. I feel so funny. Like, I don't know. It's not that because that is more of a upset feeling, right? For example, I bought the retreat center about 14 years ago. We can seat 60 people in the middle of forest. It's so beautiful. It's 1,000 square meters. It's a pretty big building. It's like a
Wow, it's
hotel.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there are like 20 rooms in the building, and then we have seminar rooms and restaurants and all that. When I decided to buy it, I just felt afraid. And then, wow, I don't know how much it's going to cost to renovate the whole thing. Probably at least like €1 million or so. Like, wow, it's going to be costly. But my intuition said, yes, I'm going to buy it. And then, oh, that's fun.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is exactly the feeling I want to buy it. But then I got scared. But that is a feeling, so intuition says yes. So like I'm gonna buy it. Yes, that's mine. And then I got so scared. So you have to tell the difference. Your intuition says go, but you're afraid. So being afraid is a normal reaction to something new. So even though you're afraid, if your intuition says yes, I think you should go ahead. It's the same thing with a partnership. You get very attracted to this person, and your intuition says, talk to her, talk to him. But you're so scared because, what if she said no? What if he kind of like looks at you like,
Yeah.
who's this person, right? But your intuition says, yes, go for it. So I'd recommend you talk to this person. It's not going to hurt you, but you're afraid. That is your emotions. You have to tell the difference between your intuition and your feelings.
Yes. Wow, I like that. It's very logical. You mentioned also when a person has more money that the inner container can hold, it
Mhm.
becomes a heavy burden. So
Right.
what is actually this inner wealth container, and what does it depends on, how big it
Mhm.
is?
Yes. So everyone is born with a certain money container size. Some small, some big, like somebody like Bill Gates and those people, they're born with a huge, big money container. And there are those who have very little small containers. So if you just think that your container is small, you should not put so much money. So, easy example is that I'm sure you have heard of this lottery, winner,
Yes.
the lottery winners. They, after winning like a 2 million euros, they're going to lose their family members, and then they just lose their job, and they end up losing everything after 5 years. So it's bigger than your money container. That's what the huge money comes in suddenly and cracks the money container. So you have to understand about the size of the money container, and then you have to keep the right amount coming in and going out. I think every one of us has uh, a certain size flow of money, and if the flow is too big, then it's going to give a crack to the container.
Mhm. I think if we talk about now about the reason for that, I think we go into some spiritual area or esoteric area. Why is someone I don't know, born with this large capacity for money and someone is not. Okay, let's not go there. Why is the work we do, you say it in your book, more critical for our happiness than the money we receive?
When we work, we use our energy. And then it's almost like an exchange of energy. I help you, I coach you, or I give you some kind of service, and then you pay me. That's how it works. So if you're just giving some service to your clients, and if that is rewarding by itself, like I'm so happy that I can coach my clients, and then even that person doesn't pay you, you feel already rewarded. So, but usually the good work is that you feel so rewarded to do that. And the other person felt also appreciated too. So it's like the beautiful energy is circulating. I just put out so much love and friendship and also the generosity and care. And then the receiver of your service feels the same way. They appreciate you so much. And then as a result, they just give you happy money. So if you can focus on the work in such a happy manner, then you can receive money in a happy money way. So if you can just focus on your happy work energy, and then happy work will bring you happy money.
Now let's talk about the failures in our way towards this success. We know that the failure is kind of a requirement for success, but also there's this point that success without failure is dangerous. Why do you say that?
Because when we fail, that failures make us feel humble. That means that okay, what went wrong? I think I should learn more. So it keeps us down, and then we bow to that, and then we become smarter. But when we become successful at one try, we feel very arrogant. Oh, this is so easy, I can do it. And then we feel very big later on. So I think it's always great to make a few failures at the beginning, and then you become humble, and sincerely you give it your best shot. And if you just give your best energy or service, as a result, you get happy money. So I think failing at something is a great lesson, because you become smarter, and then you will work harder after some failures. So I think it's almost inevitable for us to fail at 2 or 3 attempts. Like I'm writing, my next book, and just I'm scribbling down, and then it doesn't work well, and then I just write another page, and then it doesn't work well. So, but after just wandering around and after making few failures, then there's another way, and that often leads you to success.
Also brings me to another question, which is kind of related. Sometimes people try and try and try, and they fail. But also there's this thing, this wisdom, which says, like, you should know when you should quit. Like, how to know when it's time to quit? There's so many failures, or you should just persist.
So use your intuition. Sometimes like your inner guidance says, keep going, keep trying. And sometimes you said, okay, quit. Okay, no, I give in. Because whatever you are not good at, maybe you should change your job. If you're not into cooking, maybe you should start singing. If your singing is not going anywhere, then you should start consulting. Just try something new. So like doing the same thing over and over and over again and just keep failing is not really a shortcut to success. So sometimes you have to give it up and then start something new. So use your intuition.
Yes. There's this point that making other people happy is key to good business and also, of course, good relationships. But
Mhm.
what if the others are, let's say it like simple toxic, should we still try to make them happy, although they are using us, they're making us miserable? How to deal with that?
It's natural, when we feel um, that when we fail at something, we feel bad, we feel miserable. But embrace the bad feeling, like I'm so bad, I just,
Embrace the chaos.
I Yeah, I just made a mess. But just embrace the feeling that I'm so bad, and you can be very vulnerable. And then you can ask help for your friends. You can just cry in front of your partner, and then you can just uh, be vulnerable. By doing that, you really open up to new possibilities because nobody succeeds alone. We need other people's support, and we often try to do it by ourselves. That's the cause of our failure. So by just giving up and then ask for help, usually some new doors open up.
Mhm. I think we reached the point where we should discuss about the spiritual aspect of the money. So, what is the
Mhm.
spiritual aspect of the money, of the wealth?
So as I said, money is energy. It's not good or bad. It's just pure energy. And if you know how to just pull the energy and just give out the energy, you become a magician to just uh, invite money energy and then let it stay in your life. And then, boom, you can just send it off. I think it's almost like angels. And so if you can just invite money angels into your house, entertain them, and if they think your house is a great place to be, they stay. And then when the time comes, you can send out money angels to your friends or next person. And then when money angels leave your house, you can say, bye bye. Thank you for staying with me. And come back, bring your friends as soon as possible. And then if your attitude toward money is like that, you're dealing with happy energy. So money has interesting spiritual energy. If you put in lots of happy energy, it'll come back in happy energy. Whatever you appreciate appreciates you. But
Mm.
if you just send out money as out of grudges or frustration, then you put out lots of unhappy, bad energy money, and it'll come back with bad energy. So you just start the cycle of sad, bad money because it comes with a spiritual karma. So if you want to have a clean energy, you have to cleanse yourself. You have to clean your energy, and then you can just turn money energy into a pure one. And money can carry uh, a lot of energy. Sometimes violent energy. So you need to clean it in your heart. You need to see it that it'll help other people prosper. Otherwise, like if you just get money out of greed, that could destroy your life. That a lot of gangsters, they get quick money. Why they get shot, why they just get into this violent crimes, it's because of this bad vibration around money energy just brings you another violence. And so, like one of my mentors, Wahe Takeda, who made fortune out of selling babies' cookies. So he made lots of babies smile with his candies, with his cookies. So he created a beautiful karma, beautiful spiritual energy with his money. That's why he became one of the wealthiest individual and happy person.
Yes.
So if you know how to use energy in such a beautiful manner, and you can just stay happy and also abundant. So you have to pay uh, attention to spiritual side of money. Always receive in good energy and always send out in good energy. That's how you deal with the spiritual side of money.
That leads me to another point of karma and free will, fate, destiny. There's lots of this teaching from East that they say a lot of things are predestined by our karma. I also believe it like this, but also we have this kind of free will to shape our own destiny despite of this heavy burden of karma. How to choose our own destiny despite the gravity of this fate or karma?
So karma is almost like the energy, the momentum of your life. So like your parents are poor, your grandparents are poor, and you have a poor upbringing. So this momentum will give you like, okay, maybe I think maybe I will be poor too. But you can change how you think, how you feel, how you act. But if you have this karma of being born into a poor family and grew up poor, then you're likely to have to send a poor life. But you have a choice. I think it's so beautiful about our life. We can choose to learn about money. We can choose to spend different ways. We can choose to make money in a happy way. And then we can change our destiny. But our karma gives you energy that to give up on things like if you just born into unhealthy family who don't eat well, who don't exercise, and all that, your whole life is made up that way. But at the age 30, at the age 40, you decide to have a healthy life. That means that you start exercising, you start eating well, and by having better habits and then eating habits, and if you just pay more attention to health, then you can be healthy. But your karma just directs you to bad health lifestyle. So you have to really just have a will to change the course of your life. Because if you're going this way, then you're likely to go this way. But you need to change the course of your life. So if you're going this way, you can change your life this way or that way. It's up to you. So there's this free will, but a lot of us don't use it. We know we should stop smoking. We know we should start walking more. We know we should start eating well. But how many of us can do it? We know it's here, like it's not good, but that's the reality.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's why we have this podcasts and books and authors, to give us motivation, to inspire us, to change these automatic
Yes.
programs, which we are,
Right. And then we're not going to change this way, but if you're going to change just a little bit, and then just a little bit, over the years, will change very, very, very much.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much for this. Now let's talk about your upcoming visits to Croatia. We are excited to have you here. Is this your first visit in Croatia, or you've been here before?
Yes, I love to. I so look forward to just going to Croatia, and I'm so excited. So I'm learning like bala, right?
Yes, thank you.
It's a
Hvala.
bala.
Hvala.
Yeah, bala. Yeah, so like my Croatian friends, I have a few Croatian friends who just said, Ken, you have to come to Croatia. You know how heaven looks like.
Yeah.
And she's good pictures, like, wow, it's so beautiful. And I have 5 Japanese friends who have been to Croatia quite recently. And they all say the nature is so beautiful and also the people are so nice. So I look so forward to just visiting your beautiful country.
Yes. So actually, you're going to have a seminar in Zagreb, and it's going to be on 12th and 13th of October. So how can what can we learn from the seminar? What would we can expect from the seminar?
So I'm going to share with you this mentality that your money can be happy.
Mm.
And we know the core issue of money-related stress, and then we can heal it. We often have money traumas. So by releasing the money traumas that we experienced in the past, we feel lighter, and then we feel more positive about money. So by just being more positive toward money, we can just change in such a beautiful way that we can start just taking more risks because we are less afraid of money. And then as a result, we can just pursue what we love. And I teach many ways of finding your gifts by finding you're very good at, and then by creating a money system and by learning more about money EQ and money IQ, your whole attitude toward money changes. And you feel like money becomes your best friend instead of enemy. So by having money on your side, money can just help you achieve your dreams. So by transforming your relationship with money, you can change your life. I've been doing this for more than 20 years, and I have helped hundreds of thousands of people personally. That's why I sold 9 million books. So I'm so happy to share the wisdom that a lot of Western people have never, ever heard of. So it's more Zen. So I'll ask you many fun questions to transform your relationship with money. So you're going to experience the deep change in your life that you probably never thought of. And then a lot of people say, when I woke up the next morning, I feel so lighter. I feel so full of hope. So I hope by just your joining my lecture and seminars, you feel more excited about your life because life is to be enjoyed. It's not made for suffering. So if you just get rid of your money traumas and stress, you can enjoy life. That's what I want to share.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I'm so looking forward. But also Carmen, which is organizer for this seminar, Carmen Jerkovic, she told me that you will also have some meeting with the business group as well. So how can
Yes.
what can interested entrepreneurs expect from this business meeting?
Yeah, so entrepreneurs can learn from me. I have helped many entrepreneurs. Some of them took their companies to public. And then once again, you have this money container size. If your money container size is small, you need to make it bigger to receive more money. So by changing your attitude and your mentality around money and work, you can just welcome a more happy money into your life by just changing your attitude and relationship with money. And then you can increase the sales. You can change your paradigm that is before you have to work harder to get the money, but you can invite success into your life. I didn't sell any of my copies, books, but I had a big help of so many great publishers, marketers, and many people helped me to achieve 9 million sales. That means that you need to receive support. A lot of entrepreneurs want to do it alone, but the key is to receive support. We are so good at giving support, but we are so bad at asking for support.
Yes.
So by understanding your receiving money energy, you can ask for more support. You'll be amazed how many people will support you.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. So how can people connect with you generally if they cannot come now in Zagreb and stay updated about your work? What is the best way?
Yes, so there is this English website. You can Google kenhonda.com, and then there's a lot of information, free information. You can check your money personality types, and all the fun exercises are there. So I hope you find me on my website. And also you can watch many YouTube videos,
Yes.
there are many out there. So Google Ken Honda or Happy Money. There will be a lot of interviews. So you probably learned from those as well.
Yes, I watched some. Amazing. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. There were some over 1 million views, really good ones. Good tips. At the end of our podcast, we usually can ask our guests to kindly give some short inspirational message to close our discussion. So, do you have one?
Okay. Okay. So I'm sending you lots of happy money energy. Enjoy
Receiving,
money.
receiving. Please
Yes.
receive.
Money is fun.
Yes.
Enjoy money. Enjoy life. That's that's why we are born. So let us enjoy our life to the fullest and enjoy our relationships. We are spending too much energy on work, but we are born to enjoy one another. So let's enjoy friends, family members, and also great relationship with customers. So my last word is Vara.
Kovala. Thank you.
Vala.
Kovala, Ken, thank you for joining us, Ken. It
Thank
has
you.
been a pleasure. I'm looking forward to see you in Zagreb. And of course, I
Yes.
invite everyone who is able to come to Zagreb in October to come to this seminar and to learn from Ken. So thank you again.
Thank you so
And
much.
I hope to see you in person.
Yes, we'll see each other very soon.
Thank you.
So, Vala,
Kovala.
Vala.
Kovala.